So Microsoft Flight Simulator can create the entire planet. So naturally, I've decided to fly to every Premier League stadium. So our first stop is going to be Arsenal. London looking absolutely fabulous. And a cheers, there's the Emirates. That looks pretty good. It looks really good. It's hard to fly and change the views at the same time. Okay, calm that. Right. Okay. I mean, if you look at it, it's really impressive. You got this at the front as well. Can we go inside the stadium? Whoa. Okay. There you go. It's really good. I feel like I'm on the pitch. I'm really impressed with Arsenal Stadium. Okay, we're now hunting for Arsenal's fierce rivals, Tottenham's stadium. That is the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, creative name. Right, so this one hasn't been modelled, and that is because it's a very new stadium. That's pretty disappointing, to be honest. Okay, now we're heading back to London, the city centre-ish, to find Chelsea's ground, which isn't in the city centre. It's in the West. Chelsea Football Club, though, famous for having the worst football chant of all the clubs. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. And then it repeats. And there we go. That looks pretty good. Stamford Bridge. Yeah. And look, there's that chant. Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Yeah, it's pretty good in here as well. Similar to Arsenal's in terms of detail. And I'm pretty sure you can actually watch the game from these buildings. The goals as well look like hockey nets. In terms of the plane, this is the Piper PA-28. It's the only plane I've actually ever flown in real life. You'll also be noticing as well that I'm actually using a joystick to fly a plane that has, well, a yoke. It's because my yoke has broke. Now we're just going to hop down the river to Fulham, who have the poshest fans. They often have smoked salmon and cream cheese and red wine on away days. There's actually video content to back that up. And it's called Craven Cottage because it's literally built around a cottage. Aha. Okay, there we are. Craven Cottage. There you go. So yes, this stand got rebuilt or didn't exist beforehand or something like that. So it is built now. Clearly, the maps haven't updated. I've also realised as well, when you go down to ground level, it's not a football pitch. They've put a meadow. Wildlife will be thriving here. Look at these pretty flowers. The rest of it, ugh, it's not great. That's terrible. That's terrible. And the cottage itself, it's not great. But the general outline is there. And I like the meadow. It's a nice touch. Ooh, no, no. Okay, the next stop is Brentford Stadium, which is there. It's the GTECH Community Stadium. I mean, this is crap. Yeah, it's not great in here either. To be fair, it does have the multicoloured seats in the GTECH. And this also has a meadow. The goal has definitely seen better days. We're now going to go back to the other side of London for West Ham, who play at the Olympic Stadium, where the Olympics in London were held. And it is one of my least favourite stadiums in the country. I'll explain when we get closer. But yeah, the outside looks pretty good. The whole area looks fantastic, actually. It's got this big thing here that was built for the Olympics. Don't know what that is. Is it a roller coaster? And in terms of inside, it's not great. The upper stand is just a mess. But yes, this is the worst thing about the stadium. Look at the distance. Look at the distance. The fans are like 3,000 miles away from the actual pitch. I'm going to guess this also has a meadow. Yeah. And the final stadium to look at in London is Selhurst Park. It's in South London. And that is the home of Crystal Palace. It's pretty poor. I mean, it's the same kind of size. It looks like a prison. And we're now right on the south coast of England. And this is the AMEX, where Brighton play. It doesn't look bad. Yeah, they got the badge. They got the Brighton badge. Pitch isn't great. The groundsman has just not bothered. No seats, a bit of branding. It's okay. We've gone a bit further along the coast to Bournemouth. That's the Vitality Stadium. However, it's a dud. It is flat. No action there, unfortunately. We now find ourselves in the Midlands, specifically Birmingham, where we are on the hunt for Villa Park. Oh, it's there. It's right there. It looks like Villa Park. It says Aston Villa Football Club on the back of it. Must stop crashing. Yeah, looking pretty good at Villa Park. Let's go inside. Yeah, that's a good one. We're going to fly 10 miles to Wolverhampton, where we will see the Premier League's bottom side. At the time of recording this, Wolverhampton Wanderers have 3 points. We're halfway through the season. I've really enjoyed my day out. Been a lovely day of flying. Weather's been good. However, I have run out of whiskey, and I do my best flying when I've got a drink in my hand. We're coming up to Wolverhampton. I've never been to Molineux, but that's another prison one. It's kind of got the pitch. Yeah, not good for Wolves in any way at the moment, really. Is it as bad as Wolves' season? It might be. Okay, we're now in Nottingham, and you can see there are 2 stadiums here. That's Notts County, which we're not really asked about because they are not in the Premier League. But that one is the City Ground. That's where Nottingham Forest play. How's this looking? Not too bad, but not great. And I don't know whether the game has done this on purpose as a prank, but the Nottingham Forest ground has a tree in it. Yeah, the outside of the City Ground, not so good. Looks a bit chaotic. I mean, that's all terrible as well. A couple of trees there, but one just on the pitch. It must be done on purpose. I hope it is. You know what we'll do? It's Nottingham Forest. We'll put a tree there. What the hell is going on here? It looks like an acid trip I once had. Okay, we are now in the northwest of England, and in view, right on cue, is Old Trafford, where Man United play. They've not seen much good football in recent years, but the stadium, whilst it is crumbling in real life, is quite impressive. And it's reproduced pretty well, actually. Look at that. That's really good. That's one of the best ones, I'd say. Yeah, they've got the Sir Alex Ferguson stand. And then, yeah, Sir Bobby Charlton stand. There's a weird bit here. Not entirely sure what that's about. Yeah. That's not bad at all, to be fair. And we should now go to Man United's noisy neighbours, Manchester City, the ETIHAD Stadium. Oh dear, it's not looking good. I think we have another pancake situation here. It has not been replicated in 3D. I like that they've got these 5 houses. They've modelled those, and well, very detailed, but not the enormous stadium that they were next to. That is horrendous. Now, Anfield. Anfield looks very good. You got to give it to them. Yeah, that's another good one, isn't it? So this is the new stand, I'm pretty sure. I think they built an extra bit. Good detail. Not sure about the net with the red and white stripes on. Yeah, the detail is very good. They've got the badge. This bit's really nice. They've recreated this bit pretty well, to be fair. Somewhere over here should be Everton's stadium. Now, they've just moved into a new one. It's called the Dickinson Stadium. I don't know if there's been enough time for it to upload in this game. According to my maps, it is literally here. I wonder if Goodison Park, their old stadium, is still in the game. There's Anfield. Ah. Oh, it is still there. Let's go and have a look at it to appease the Everton fans. I like Goodison Park. There's random poles holding up the roof that got in the way of some of the seats. So like if you got a bad seat, you'd be like right behind a pole and wouldn't be able to see any of the football. I think the seats are meant to be blue at Goodison Park. That's a pretty faithful representation of it. Oh, look, and it has the poles. So if you were sat behind one of these poles, you were screwed, basically. Yeah, and they had it on this side as well. No, it's pretty good, that. It's pretty good. The goals are slightly questionable. Anfield and Goodison Park in the same shot. This is Burnley's stadium, Turf Moor. Another 2D disappointment. Sorry, Burnley fans, they just haven't bothered. And can you blame them? That's a joke, actually. I like Burnley. And now we're over lovely Leeds. I used to live here. Fantastic city. And Leeds United is kind of my second football club, just because I lived there for 8 years. Good football club, Leeds. Proper football club. Let's see what Elland Road looks like. I've been to the stadium many times when I lived there. Not looking too bad. Yeah, the general shape is right. Yeah, it's not great, really. I mean, they've got little details like the Jack Charlton stand. The pitch has seen better days. And also, there are no seats. Not great. Right, we're now in the northeast of England, which is where I live. And our first stop is Sunderland. Given how shit of a football club it is, it's only right that it's not even been given a 3D stadium. What a bunch of weapons. I mean, look at that. pathetic. Pathetic football club with a pathetic, flat, 2D stadium. How embarrassing. That's supposed to be the Stadium of Light, but instead, it's the Stadium of Shite. But if we just go a few miles up the coast, you'll find a much better stadium. This is the greatest city in the world, Newcastle upon Tyne, famous for its many bridges. That's the Tyne Bridge, lovely bridge there. And over here is the home of the greatest football team in the world. It's Newcastle United. Oh yes, it's St James's Park, and I have to say, and I'm not being biased, but of course I am, this is the best one so far. Look at that though. That's very good. Look at it. It's a cathedral on the top of the hill. You can see it from across the city. That is stupendous. The minor problem though, very minor, is that it's still got the Sports Direct branding. That was the previous ownership. Less said about that, the better. I mean, the grass is a bit weird, and the kind of paint on the pitch is, I think the lines are a bit thicker than it should be really. But I've always dreamed of what it might be like to be stood in the middle of the pitch, and here I am. My season ticket, when I had a season ticket here, was, I'll be able to find the seat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one. There you go. So that was my view. Not the best, but now I'm a football commentator. Please have a look at my other channel where I put my football commentaries on. I sit around here. They haven't made the press box. That's a shame. So my view when I commentate here. It's pretty good. I think I kissed a girl in one of these flats once. I think it was one of those. Beautiful stadium. Beautiful. So my final verdict is that most of the stadiums, to be fair, were pretty good. Some of them were very good, including this one. It's an absolute marvel of engineering. But some were terrible, especially Sunderland's, Tottenham's, and a few others were just 2D pancakes. But to be fair, there were more 3D ones than I thought there'd be. That's all for now. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.